Good evening. You can unmute yourself. Thank you.
Preeti, is it live?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good evening, faculties member. Good evening, doctors and participants. Thank you for joining Shield Connect. And today we are with the series Obstetric Gynecology Societies of Tamil Nadu webinar on obstetric emergency. So let me introduce our key organizers for this webinar. Dr. Varsha Baste ma'am, the chairperson of OXI, Dr. K.S. Jairani Kamraj ma'am, president of OXI, and Dr. K.M. Kundwani Shankar, honorary secretary of OXI. So let me introduce in detail. Dr. Varsha Baste ma'am is a practicing gynecologist in Nashik since 30 years, director of Baste Maternity Hospital and Pushpa Fertility Center, CEO and founder of Cell Gen Anti-Aging Stem Cell Center, and past president of Obstetric Gynecology Society, Nasik, and chairperson of FOXI IAC 2019-2022. Ma'am has also been got a prestigious Dr. Anandibai Joshi Awardee, organized many national and international conferences, participated in numerous national and international conferences, and few publications to her credit. So I welcome Dr. Varsha Vaste ma'am, and now let me also introduce Dr. K.S. Jairani Kamraj ma'am. Ma'am is senior consultant of reproductive medicine in infertility and sexual medicine department, director of Akash Fertility Center and Hospital in Vadalpalani in Chennai, president of OXI, treasurer of TEPISAR, associate secretary of World Association for Sexual Health and advisory council member of World Association for Sexual Health. Ma'am is also part of various societies and have received many medals and awards. And let me introduce our third key organizer, Dr. Kundavini Shankar ma'am. Ma'am is a renowned national board certified obstetrician and gynecologist, specialist in reproductive medicine and laparoscopic surgery for more than 20 years, and active members of various societies like FOXI, OXI, IMA, ISR, honorary secretary of OXI, and ma'am has invited various faculty conferences, publications in reputed journals, and chairperson for Anti-Sexual Harassment Committee, MMM. So I hand over the sessions to Dr. Varsha Baste ma'am. Thank you.
Hello, good evening, everybody, and welcome all to this prestigious Tamil Nadu OBGYN Society organized webinar on obstetric emergencies. It is so important. Tamil Nadu Obstetric Gynec societies are important. All of them have gathered together. All the president secretaries from these prestigious societies are present over here. I'm really thankful to everybody, each and everybody. And I'm really thankful to Dr. Jairani for helping me. Dr. Charmila, she has not joined yet, I think, but she has helped me a lot for organizing and collecting people. And Dr. Jairani also, she helped me. And I got to know many new friends and presidents and secretaries, and really thankful for sparing time and coming over here and participating in this prestigious webinar. So the obstetric emergencies are so important that we have to discuss it, update it, and then we can have the drills and all that gives us competent and confident also. Let me introduce, we have many dignitaries on the dais. Let me introduce our chief guest, Dr. Vijayalakshmi Sheshadri. She is a sincere welcome, Dr. Vijayalakshmi Sheshadri. She is the senior consultant, Sundaram Medical Foundation, Chennai, president OG's SSI 2021, past executive committee member, TNFOG, constitution committee member, ISOPAR member, FOXI Practical Obstetric Committee, past quiz committee member, IMS, chairperson, research committee, IMS, past chapter secretary, Chennai, IMS, treasurer, AICOG, in 2015, Asia GCC Women Healthcare Leader Award. She has been confirmed in 2021. Best Paper Award also she got in AICOG 2014. ICOG Valued Contribution Award in 2021. Her special interests are high risk obstetric like today. So no other than Dr. Vijayalakshmi Sheshadri was really important and deserving chief guest for this prestigious webinar. So can we have some pearl of wisdom and advice and address from you, Dr. Vijayalakshmi Sheshadri, please?
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much. Good evening to each and every one of you. And I'm really honored to be here today as the chief guest. And probably when I was invited to be the chief guest by Varsha, I was thinking, oh, that means I've become so senior or probably a little higher in age. And anyway, that was a very great gesture by Varsha. My profound thanks to her. Of course, my heartfelt thanks to both Oxy and Foxy for giving me this opportunity. And we all know handling emergency is almost a part and parcel of our obstetric practice. And there are many, many occasions when, although we want everything fall in line to go as per our scheduled sequence of events, but yet there are always challenging situations in obstetric practice where we have to raise our levels, we have to catch up and get to the fullest possible performance from our side so that we are able to save both the mother and the baby. And we know obstetric hemorrhage as well as a sudden obstetric collapse are very, very important. So I really congratulate the organizers for arranging that or bringing that into today's discussion, where I think it is very important to get fully updated on this. And I'm sure with the case discussions to follow, we will get a lot of knowledge sharing so that we become even better in trying to save both the mother and the fetus, and of course contributing immensely towards lowering the maternal and the neonatal mortality and the morbidity. I'm really glad that I'm sharing this platform along with my friend Kavita Bapat, the Vice President, Foxy 2122, and of course, all the doctors of Tamil Nadu societies, and of course, Chandra, who is going to share be here as a guest of honor as well. And of course, all the great speakers who are here today to deliberate and add to already the knowledge that we have. And I'm sure this also has a background. This only serves as a background, but definitely we need to be completely skilled. And obstetric emergencies are one arena where we need to keep going with the drills that we practice. And we have been doing all those sessions and we continue to do that. And that is what we are all aiming at, so that we have better lives of obstetric practice ahead. I'm highly honored that Dr. Jaim Kannan is here. I always see her as my mentor, although she was never directly my professor or teacher, but I regard her immensely. Thank you, madam, for being here. And of course, all of you whom we are looking forward. And since I only said we have to keep to time because this is quite late in the evening today. So with these few words, I would want the program to go on so that we can really have the best of this event. Congratulations once again, Varsha, for this great event.
Thank you, madam, for your pearls of wisdom and great address and blessings to this webinar. Before Dr. Jairani takes over, let me just mention the names of our guest of honor, Dr. Kavita Bapat, who was the Foxy Vice President, and she is a really great friend and my associate, and I love her very much. And our second guest of honor, Dr. M. Chandra, we met after so long, but we have a very good connect, and really thankful, Dr. Chandra, the person like you and Dr. Kavita Bapat have graced the occasion and we are ready to show your readiness to be the guest of honor. And I want to mention the name of Dr. Jaim Kannan also, who is my mentor, and you don't know how much I love, respect, and I really owe this lady. She's just spread so much of knowledge and so much of love, affection. She's of different standards. So I'm really thankful, madam. Always ready to help me, and every time she prepares her talk, and especially for me. And I'm really grateful for her generosity. Thank you so much, Jaim Kannan, madam, for gracing the occasion and be a faculty here. Thank you. Over to you, Jairani.
Thank you, Dr. Varsha. அனைவருக்கும் மாலை வணக்கம். Good evening. That's a wishes in Tamil, Varsha. So, respected Chief Guest, Dr. Vijayalakshmi Sheshadri, Madam. Respected Guest of Honor, Dr. Kavita Bapat, Madam. Dr. Chandra, Madam. And our mentor and our senior Vice President, Dr. Jayan Kannan, Madam. And all the senior presidents here, Dr. Radha Madhavi, Madam, Dr. Shantirani, Madam, Dr. Mano, Madam, Dr. My good friend, Dr. Nimi, Dr. Rashmi, and Dr. Sujata, and all the senior Oxians here who are logged in, and my EC member, Managing Committee member, Dr. Rajapriya. A very special good evening to one and all. It gives me a great pleasure and honor to welcome and introduce the guest of honor, Dr. Kavita Bapat, who don't need any introduction, who is known for all her knowledge packed daily messages with all her tips and tricks of all the obstetrics work that we should do. It is really a wonderful knowledge spreading that she's doing. And she was Vice President Foxy 2021-22, and she's the director of Bapat Hospital Indore. She was the organizing secretary of ACOG 2022, and she's very famous for her one-day hysterectomies being done, and a lot of surgeries done by her for the vaginal surgeries. And
don't waste time, Jayarani.
Over to Kavita.
Thank you so much for introducing it. Love you all, and all my regards. I think my wisdom of words will be more helpful rather than elaborating all those things. Everyone knows everything, but it's my turn. Give me extra 1 minute to talk about. So first of all, what your Tamil Putta Anklu Val Thal Kulkal, that the new year is going to come. In advance, I am saying that's another happy new year. So you people are going to make so many dishes and everything on that day. I'm going to eat and all those things. So love for that. It's just like a Chaitra will start in your place. So maybe after 15 days of our Gudi Padwa, but this is also a new year for you. So happy new year in advance. Love to see, and all regards to Jayam Madam, but love to see the Rajapriya, Jasmine, Manomani, Nirmala, Sujata, Shanti, Jayarani, Chandra, Vijay Lakshmi, and my dear darling Varsha and Radha Madhvi. So thank you so much for being today with the announcement of Varsha to do this type of meetings to meet all of you. Then, Jay Madam, you will be surprised nowadays when I go and speak on the subjects. 5 subjects are very popular nowadays. People like to listen. Number 1 is the PCP NDT, and especially the F form. They go on asking. Second thing, the new horrible, or you can say draconian, or you can say the ART bill. Most of the people don't understand what ART bill is, but they like to listen about the ART bill. Then in ART bill, especially the general gynecologists are to give this gonadotrophies. Can they give or cannot give? That's another question they go on asking. Third point is violence against doctors is another prime issue which people like to talk about. And the fourth is all the grievances and the medical issues. They are also very popular whenever we go and talk on these subjects. Fifth one is save the uterus has again become a person like me who is doing thousands of hysterectomies and being given the topic to preserve the uterus and the save the uterus. This is the fifth subject which is very popular. And all of us know the one which topped the list, that is the customization and optimization of the cesarean section rate, which comes into the obstetric emergencies. What I feel it. Obstetric emergencies are the bread and butter for we obstetricians throughout our life. Everybody will agree with me. Because without obstetrics, we are not going to survive the PCP NDT, the ART law, the hysterectomy, the doctor's grievances, whatever. The obstetric emergency is the number 1 subject which I always feel about. And each and every gynecologist for the first formative years, they should be dedicated compulsory for 20 years. I think Jayam Madam will agree with me. For continuous 20 years, they should practice obstetrics. Nowadays, the girls, they want to do the fetal medicine. Nowadays, the girls want to do the infertility practices. The girls want to do something else. Laparoscopic surgery, gynec surgery. But another branch which has come very popularly, that is the cosmetic gynae. I think the Jamkanam, this point should be raised that this country needs the obstetric practice by each and every obstetrician for compulsory 20 years, then they can do any other thing. Because our population needs more obstetric practices than any other. And the point comes about the obstetric emergency. All the obstetric emergency, we are saving the mother, and your state is such a nice state, which we are having the least maternal mortality. And our state, like a Madhya Pradesh, we are having the highest maternal mortality rate and with less cesarean section rate. Our cesarean section rate is only 12%. And in few states, the rate is 78% like Telangana, and the maternal mortality rate is also 78 per 1,000 live birth. So can you imagine that the maternal mortality and the cesarean obstetric. So obstetric emergencies is the topic which should be taught to the students very thoroughly. We can save the mother on the same time, and it's a very simple and a compulsory practice for each and every obstetrician for 20 years. I am really serious about it. Otherwise, we are not going to control our population. We are not going to reduce the maternal mortality. Several things. How to teach them the breech, how are they teaching the PPH, the new coming topics, the placenta accreta syndromes or the spectrum. All our new obstetric emergencies are coming, and they should be held properly and taught properly. Thank you so much for the topic, which is, I think we all love. The person who are over sitting here of almost my age or a junior or whatever they are, we all love obstetrics thoroughly, and we have done obstetrics so much so that we are able to speak in a dream also. We can speak on the obstetrics. I think this is the point. Love to see Vijay Lakshmi over there and Chandra, and they are running over. Thank you so much for all of you. I won't take much time, and people will like to listen more about the obstetric emergency rather than my blah 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 blah. So thank you so much and love you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kavita ma'am, for that lovely words of insisting about the obstetric emergencies, which every obstetrician should know. And I'm really, it's so impressive and inspirative to know about it, how we need to reduce not only the mortality, the morbidity also is very important when you handle the obstetric emergencies in the proper way with a good prediction and good prevention, which is always very important. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for gracing out your presence. And I have the great pleasure and honor and pride to welcome and introduce our guest of honor, Dr. Chandra Punasamy, madam, a dynamic, very much inspirative, a very senior gynecologist from Namakkal. She has a lot of affiliations for her. She is a FOXY member right from 1982. She's a life member of IMA, EZAR, IAGE, and she's a easy member of TNOG. And over to you, ma'am, for your nice words.
Yeah, it's indeed a great honor to be the guest in today's webinar on obstetric emergencies. I thank the organizers, Dr. Varsha, Dr. Jairani, Dr. Kundavi, and for the opportunity given to share this platform with Dr. Jayam Kannan madam, and who is with their vast experience for the past 4 decades and ocean of knowledge, is the apt person to have the talk on sudden obstetric collapse, because whoever be the obstetrician and how much we have the experience and talent, when a pregnant patient collapsed unexpectedly in front of us, in which situation our heart comes to the mouth. And it is Dr. Kavita aptly said that we should be well versed in obstetrics, because those days when we were doing our UG and PG, we used to see grand multi, 5th, 5th gravida, 6th. Nowadays, we are, I think, at least in the south, we are not seeing so much patients with, usually we see 2nd, maximum 3rd gravida, and never wanted to face such a situation. All of us, all obstetricians, we don't want to see all these situations. So it is correct. Today's webinar, which obstetric hemorrhage, sudden collapse, and nowadays the more importance is given on heart, mitral valve collapse, then they lead to heart infarction and all. They say a lot of things, but when we were doing so many deliveries, the situation was entirely different. Retained placenta, so much. And nowadays, as Dr. Kavita said, I am an obstetrician. Not even tell me as a gynecologist, I am an obstetrician. And even when there is a rebirth, I wanted to be an obstetrician. Always, I used to sell all the present physicians and present actually MBBS students. No, they don't want to pursue case of obstetrics. They want dermatology, they want ophthalmology, they want, if at all they do OG, they take up at least fertility in medicine or fetal medicine. They don't want to enter into obstetrics. Then actually நீச்சல் தெரியறதுக்கு தண்ணியில இறங்குனா தான் நீச்சல் தெரியும். When we enter into the pond only, you will learn swimming. Otherwise, how will you learn? So you should come up large of number of obstetricians. You PG students should come. And one more thing, I've seen that nobody comes and takes either experience from the seniors. I don't know. Maybe they'll think that they've studied a lot. Sorry to say this, because we are here to teach them. Breech presentation, face presentation. We have conducted so many, and they learn from the workshops only. In your place, you have got seniors, so many seniors who have conducted in absence of anesthetists, in absence of pediatricians.